Welcome to episode 17 of Mr.Sauce, a special Christmas episode. We're still under quarantine, and we've been creating a small bubble, and we've got another couple coming over tonight for dinner, and it's Steve and Carol Gadd. Boom! Tonight's meal is going to be completely vegetarian, so we're going to make eggplant parm without the parm. And to do that, we need to make a great tomato sauce. Now, normally, I would go to our lovely garden in the backyard, pick the tomatoes, come in, boil them, skin them, and start squashing. But you know what? It's not that time of year. So the next best thing is to get really good whole tomatoes. This is Chris Bianco from Bianco Pizzeria, and his tomatoes are great. They're organic from his own farm. And now we're going to talk about making the sauce. Okay, so I've put my whole tomatoes into the saucepan. Now my potato masher is going to break them up a little bit to release those juices into the other one thing of strained tomatoes I already put in. And this gives the sauce a little beefy kind of feel to it. Fortunately, we have some fresh basil from the garden. Just needs to be chopped, which I'm going to do now. Now we're ready to actually start the sauce. So I've got regular tomato sauce in there. I've got the whole tomatoes, which I mashed with the potato masher, and I've also got a can of chopped tomatoes. Now we're adding fresh basil to the mix. And now it's time to just let the sauce cook. All right, so eggplant. Now the whole thing about eggplant is you don't want it to be mushy. The key to it is you gotta sweat it and cut it into nice, even slices. The best way to peel your eggplant is to cut the top off and then peel lengthwise. Eggplants are peeled. We've got the slices saved over here because you always throw those in the garden. When you've got organic stuff, throw it in the garden, see what grows. So now I'm going to slice these into 1/4-inch slices to be sweated. For this recipe, I'm using 4 eggplants. I've already got some slices going. Now we're going to sweat the eggplant. So what we do is we go over, we've got paper towels laid down, and we lay the eggplant in rows. I'll just do the first row so you can see. Then we salt it. This is how it sweats the eggplant, and we do this with all of it sliced for at least 15 minutes, and then we turn it over and salt the other side. So these are all patterns that Steve's been working on for a book he's going to put out. And his version of the rudiments, they're crazy. And he hit me to these sticks because he likes to play all over the house. So these I can play on my counter, I can play on the stove. And they're great for practicing. All right, for you Mr. Sauce fans, you remember an earlier episode, you must always taste your sauce. So I'm taking a tortilla and I'm going to dunk it in the sauce here, in the tomato sauce, because you must always taste your sauce before you serve it to anybody. Boom! Okay, still sweating the second side of the eggplant, so hey, we got a package, why not play? Now that the eggplant's sweated, we're going to talk about the browning process. So over here, I have an egg, and I like to keep the egg part of this really light. So I dunk it, and then I strip it down like this. So there's just enough to dampen it to put in the almond flour, because this is a gluten-free recipe. And then lightly put it in the almond flour on both sides. Then it goes into the pan, which is only sauteing it in olive oil, organic olive oil. And that's how it goes. Now they're in the pan, you've got to lift them, make sure when they turn a little bit brown on the bottom, you flip them. See, that's the texture we're looking for. Now, eggplant is brown, ready to go into get the sauce into the pans. Preheat your oven for 375, and we'll show you how to put it together for baking. first thing we're going to do is take some of this great sauce and we're going to cover the bottom of the pan. All right, so now putting it in. So now it's layer of sauce and then layer of eggplant. Try not to leave any spaces. You want it to all bake nice together. Okay, we're on our third layer of eggplant now, and I'm covering it with sauce. We've got the oven preheated to 375, and we're gonna bake this for 35 minutes, and then we're gonna be done. It's gonna be killer. Now the dish is put together. Time to put it in the oven at 375 for about 30 minutes. I feel like Rocky Balboa. Yo, Adrian! Okay, so now our eggplant's been in for 30 minutes, and we're gonna take it out and take a look. And that's how we do it. Boom! I know that knock anywhere. It's the Gadd!
Dr. Sauce.
So welcome to Mr.Sauce, episode 17.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good. Good. How you guys doing?
All good.
All right.
I'm fixing the ladies a nice cocktail.
Now, what
Gin
makes
and
Steve
tonic.
such a great bartender is he doesn't drink. Right?
I don't know. I don't drink. So,
But he has the memory.
but I remember what goes in them. And I have to tell you that how much I enjoy making them. Just, you know, being around.
Careful measuring going on.
It's got to be perfect for the girls. You know that as well as I do.
That's right. Now let it. So this is some stuff out of this book Steve's been working on. During the pandemic, Steve, you found the time finally.
I finally had some time off, and I found myself just, you know, I got sticks, these rubber tip sticks, and I went back to practicing rudiments. It just felt like a natural thing to do, and the more time I spent doing it, the new patterns started to evolve, and
every week I take them home and practice them, so I'm kind of like the, we don't want to say guinea pig because I am Italian.
Right.
But we will say I'm the guy doing the experiment.
well, guinea pig is right.
Yeah, guinea pig's okay.
pig's
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All these variations, man, are killer. Give him a boom on 2. Boom.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm
He missed the
sorry.
boom. Boom. Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on.
We got to do this on the first take.
Let's do it. Right. You tell me. Well, you just cue me for the end,
Okay.
and I'll watch you for the boom.
The boom will be on beat 2 after
okay.
we stop.
Okay.
So we're doing the second variation. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Boom.
Okay, so we're getting our sides together here for our eggplant dinner with the Gadds. So asparagus is cooking, mushrooms are cooking, and one of my things in my area is sauce is cooking. So one of my earlier things I've always talked about is you never leave your food. So Steve, let's play. Go ahead. The eggplant is complete. It has been rewarmed. We've got extra sauce for those who need it. And we are now going to dish out dinner and do our Mr. Sauce Gadd Christmas meal.
In our life and time, there will be sorrow. No reason or rhyme as the days come and go. And all we have is now and where our hearts lie. With feet that touch the ground and our heads in the sky. Face to the sun,
He's like on.
shines bright through the winter.
Right.
I mean, he's Steve Gadd.
I guess.
He's ready
I
all
hope he's
the time.
Steve Gadd because I've been living with him for a lot of years.
And on into spring, with all our means and ends.
That hurt. How does this do this stuff?
Right?
Oh, these are shiny. That's shiny from using them, right?
Yeah. I just sit in my bag.
That's a good sound.
Agreeing to be guests of Mr. Sauce
Oh man,
as our friends.
it was a pleasure, man.
And,
It's an honor.
It's gonna be there'll be many happy drummers after this episode gets posted.
There's two right here.
Yeah, that's right. And I hope they're happy. That's what we want.
Absolutely. We spent more time together than we ever could have possibly, because all of us are always working. You on the road, us here,
That's right.
and
I'm glad we've taken advantage of it too.
Yeah,
And we'll
me
keep
too.
doing that.
yeah. Okay, so that's a wrap on episode 17 of Mr. Sauce, A Gadd Christmas. We're wrapping up the year of 2020. It's been a tough one. Let's get into some good stuff for 2021 and stay positive out there. Good thoughts from Mr. Sauce. Boom. Boom.
In our life and time, there will be sorrow. No reason or rhyme as the days come and go. And all we have is now and where our hearts lie. With feet that touch the ground and our heads in the sky. Face to the sun, shines bright through the winter. Oh, into the darkness, and on into spring.
I thought we were dancing.
With all our means and ends, there will be tears shed. All of the king's men can mend this head. This